So a few little recommendations here. I've been using this system for a little while. These are flat-faced unions. So this comes from, this one here comes from Antares in Italy. I usually order these sort of 40 or 50 at a time. And these are used everywhere. So they, rather than paying 100 quid for a Viessmann fittings kit, we've got flat-faced unions going on under here. And I put my own valves and own controls in where I want them. Otherwise you're forced to go back to the back wall and then have to kick all your pipes back out again. Drives me crazy. So I don't order those. This is much cheaper method. And these can go into, in this case, into a 1/2 inch by 22. And also got an option here. This is actually a crimp fit, but 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch, depending on what you're going to go on. This is actually a gas one. But we'll screw into that. Now for expansion vessels, these are a parallel thread. This shouldn't be used, a female iron shouldn't really be used on here. So it's the female iron's got a parallel thread and you'd have to tape it all up and do all sorts of things to try and make it seal. Whereas this has got the flat-faced washer in there. This goes on very nicely and makes it extremely easy to undo and redo up if you're changing an expansion vessel or for whatever reason, it's ease of maintenance. And the other thing was I got recommended by, I've forgotten his name, on the forum. Very bad at names, sorry. This Rapid Blue stuff, and I tried this out. I've not had a single leak since I started using this thread sealant. If you want to undo anything you've done up with this though, you do need to warm it up with a blow lamp. So could in some circumstances make it so you can't take it apart, and it goes off very rapidly. It's called Rapid. The guy recommended it, said only hand tight. I'm still nipping it with my grips. There's nothing about tightening it or not tightening it in the instructions. It just says to make sure it's clean and put plenty of it on, and it does give a really clean joint. This is probably about the messiest one I've done so far. We got this small blue stain around here, but let's have a look at the others, see how good a job I made on these. So you can see there, no real sign of the jointed coming. So instead of having all the usual white tape or Loctite string, or for those that are from the dark ages, Boss White and hemp sticking out everywhere, get quite a clean joint with this, and it is very permanent unless you warm it, as I say. So yes, I like it. These are a few things I acquired. Oh, one more thing I found today, which probably a lot of people know and I didn't, is that you can use your pipe benders to bend conduit. So I was wondering how to neaten up my wiring on this job, and the electricians obviously run it in this white electrical trunking, and I thought, well, I've got a bit of overflow that I want to get rid of because I never use the stuff really. Most of my condenses I run into about an existing overflow pipe, but I'd normally run them into 1.5 inch waste. So I thought I'd use it up just to make some cable runs to separate my powers and stuff, but then I had this problem of getting around this pipe work that I put in down here. So I thought, why not give it a go with the benders? Didn't expect it to work, and it's worked beautifully. So I think I'll be doing a lot more of that in the future. So there you go, a few little tips, a few little bits and bobs. If you know better, if you've got better ideas, please comment down and pass on these tips. We can't learn unless we pass the tips on. So those are mine for today, and maybe I'll do a few more videos on some of the little things I think are little things that I've worked out for myself, or little tips I've picked up from people that I didn't know before. Started bending 28 mil as well, not done that before, so I went on to eBay and bought myself a set of 28 mil benders. These are really heavy. I can just about lift them, they're pain, but I can bend 28 mil. And right now you're probably looking up there, probably don't even realise it's 28 mil. This one of my lads did this one. So he's put the offsets in the 28 mil there. I've gone into some fittings up the top there. But I do like pipe bending. I don't like to use elbows if I can avoid it. So 28 mil bends down the bottom, 28 mil bends at the top, and some 28 mil sets up there. So that's it. Well, I hope that's of interest. I hope it helps.